So we've just arrived at the castle here in Sweden, the hunting area we're going to be in for the next few days. And look who turns up! Lewis from Spain, my old mate.
Welcome home,
like
my
salt
friend.
and pepper. Hey, fantastic. We can't not be together. Look at this place. Fantastic. 11 o'clock at night. We've got breakfast at 6 in the morning. So what are we going to do? Find a beer somewhere? No. Straight to bed? Not. But look at this place. We've travelled for about an hour and a half into rural Sweden. Beautiful estate. It's been snow all the way. Roads have been really bad, but well worth the drive and getting away. What do you think?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I can't wait. Bye-bye. You first.
Thank you, mate.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hope you've had a good night's sleep. Today is the day, one of them. Let's start to make sure everybody's here and awake.
So, 7 o'clock in the morning, everybody's out, everybody's been given their guns back from yesterday. So we've all got our guns zeroed, we've got hunting ammunition, and we're now making our way to the castle to hear all the protocol for the day, what we can shoot. We were told it yesterday, but they're going to re-endorse it. And there's quite a happy, cheerful mood in our bus. So I'm with the dream team apparently. So anyway, stay with us and see what we do. It's deep snow. It's not snowing now, so let's keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't snow. And yeah, we've got all the gear on and looking forward to a day. 3 drives, I've said, if we're lucky, and we don't hang around too much between drives, and it must be about, I'd say, -2, -3. But yeah, looking forward to it. So Dan, jump in, let's go.
The next 10 years.
And no Christmas gifts either.
I hope you had a good sleep at Kunnevall's castle. I'm just gonna repeat the game to hunt today, and then who is riding with who, and then we'll go off to the hunt. On the menu today, on the red deer, the stags is the type you have in front of me. The small spikers and up to 6 points. After that, nothing bigger. And it's 6 points in total, so it's not 6 points on one side.
I'm going to call you Eric the Legend, is that okay? Okay, so it's our first day on the driven hunt in Sweden. We're on a beautiful estate, 13,000 hectares I think they said it was, but first drive of the day, and been out for about an hour. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's only just started to snow. When we arrived it snowed, but it's snowing quite heavily now. And yeah, awesome, absolutely awesome to be here. And you can hear some shooting in the distance, but nothing local to us yet. The drive's on its way to us, so fingers crossed we're in a good position. We see some game. It's just come over on the radio that the beat is now over, the drive's now finished. Unfortunately we haven't shot anything, we only saw 3 pieces at the very start. There's been quite a bit of shooting in the distance, and we're just about to get down, so I've unloaded, and we've got to walk about 300-400 metres back to a track, and then we're going to get picked up there. So it was really nice to be here, just in the forest. Just me and Dan, silence apart from the snow, and yeah, we don't get snow like this at home that often. We had it last week and it lasted half a day in the Midlands. So this, where it's 30 centimetres deep and up to your boots, it's yeah, nice hunting experience. and shoot it there down. I was going straight back to the road. So nothing for an hour or so. Then a young fellow's picked its way through this thick trees, and unfortunately it went along a ridge. And right in the distance beyond that is a lane that they made us aware of. So I've got no shot at all because I've got no backstop, which is unfortunate. But got my adrenaline going for a minute. Just one single fallow on its own. That's all I've seen, and a nuthatch. Final drive of the day as the sun sets here in Sweden. It's gone very cold now, and we're on a little bit of a hill, so it's quite windy and it's blowing straight through us, but we've got a nice open area in front of us, which is totally different to where we were on the last drive. So we've got good visibility at the 50-60 metres, and then some to our right hand side, some thick cover where hopefully the driven game will be heading. So we're remaining hopeful. We haven't seen a wild boar yet, but we're remaining hopeful, and hopefully we can see something and then get to connect with it. So I'm using my Jaeger NXT composite, which is really nice and really nice and pointable. I'm using a 308 round in it, and it's got a 5-shot clip, then one up the spout, so I've got 6 shots, and I've got the Aimpoint red dot on there, which is absolutely beautiful to use. Up and at 'em, we hope. What is unusual from any hunt I've been on before is that we're all connected by radio, so into my ear protection I'm cabled up from Lafayette radio, and I can hear everything that's happening. So the group of hunters are all connected up, and then one of the hunters is then connected to the dog team, so everybody kind of knows what's happening at the same time. On the last drive there was a big sow on its own because they'd shot the youngsters off it, and we're allowed to shoot big kylers, big mature kylers, males, but we're not allowed to shoot big mature females because obviously they're breeding sows. So that the echo went throughout the radio that the big black pig on its own was not a boar kyler, it was actually a female. So that's quite a nice heads up, not that we saw it, but nice heads up to give people a warning, because there's quite a heavy penalty if you shoot one of those.
What is that penalty?
More than I want to pay. $1,000, kid, $1,000 for a wild boar. Anyway, so yeah, there's method in their madness, because the Swedish wild boar population is slightly in decline due to a thing called salmonella, and what's been happening is it's the salmonella gets spread around on the feeding areas. The feeding areas are a double-edged sword, so they're good because they feed the pigs, but also that's where they defecate and that, and the young wild boar pick up the salmonella bug and it kills the piglins, so they're not getting the breeding success that they previously had. So that doesn't provide a huge surplus to shoot, hence their females are very well protected, and I believe already one has been shot, and they took the guy straight to the cash point. Well, not quite true, but yeah, I couldn't tell who it was till we saw somebody crying in the corner. Let's not mock. The drive isn't over yet. But no, it's fabulous. I mean, it's just, I'm sharing it with you on film, but just to be here and have your cold red cheeks and the smell, it's just amazing. The bloody Swedish food is phenomenal. It's just not good for somebody who suffers occasionally with gout. So we've been red meat aplenty, and what was the delicacy in the middle of the table, Dan?
Fallow deer,
smoked fallow deer's heart, which I would have loved to have tried, but my toe was winking at me even as I looked at it. So with here for a week, then home for a week, then off to Spain for a week, I've got to look after myself, else I'll never get up that Pyrenean mountain for the chamois. So but it's really beautiful experience, and Aimpoint and the other sponsors are really looking after us, and really good information flow between the businesses that are involved with this and the media team, writers, journalists. It's been excellent, really good, and been thoroughly enjoyable. I do quite a few of these, but you always come away thinking, what have I learnt and what do I know, and definitely coming away from this with a lot more knowledge on red dot scopes, on shooting wild boar. That we did some training yesterday on a shooting cinema, and Eric, the director of training for Aimpoint, the legend that is Eric, was awesome and showed us quite a few different techniques that I've never used before, a breathing technique and a muscle technique for controlling your gun and positioning and aiming points on moving game. So I'm hoping to put that into practice at some point, but if not, I'm going to shoot that tree over there. I'm not. Anyway, but no, so really good, and the drive has started. So with that, I'm going to go. Well, we're having a bit of bad luck today because we've just had a group of about a dozen red deer go past us. We saw them coming up. We thought they were pigs to start off with because you just see lots of movement in these trees in front of us. And they've come up, and again they're on the top of a hill for us with no backstop. And then they've gone down into some thick stuff, and then behind us is a little lane. And it's just, we've had cars going backwards and forwards along it, so it's just a little bit unnerving. No shot. When they did stop, they were all in a big group. When they did stop, they'd all got thick, regenerated beech in front of them. So I couldn't pick one out. I'm looking for a calf. It was being led by a stag, by the look of it, but I couldn't see what his head was like, and had no clear shot, no visibility. So frustrating. But there isn't much left of the last drive now, and that's all we've seen all drives. But again, lots of shooting in this drive, so hopefully our colleagues have had some sport, and but it's not over yet, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. Stay on our tiptoes. We are not cold at all. We're not actually. I'm good to go. Do another 3 hours here, Dan.
This is what's keeping us alive.
You have. Hey? You have. But yeah, just that is yacht. That is rubbish.
And that is a hand warmer, not a tea bag.
Yeah, oh, that little bit of adrenaline though, that'll see us through the afternoon, that will. When you see something, everything sparks inside of you, your gun's there, and off goes your safety. Well, off goes my safety on this, actually. It's a kick action, so really, you have to be really physical with it, and then you're good to go. But I'm enjoying using it, even though I haven't used it, if you know what I mean. Well, another day finished. Well, that's it for today. I've had a lovely day. It's not been that fruitful. It's been bloody cold, but can't help but be incredibly impressed by these snowy Swedish forests. The snow is, well, you look at it, 6/8 inches deep, and it's been amazing. Good job we got good gear on. Honestly, not been cold all day. Bar my hand, my right hand, which I didn't have any glove on, ready for the action. But I had a little hand warmer in my pocket, and yeah, so I've basically got a pair of Merkel winter trousers on and a pair of thermals underneath it, a t-shirt, shirt, the Merkel driven hunt jacket, and then this big winter parka. So I've got plenty of layers on, and when it wasn't windy I could just go down just to my bright orange jacket, but it's been great. Disappointing we haven't shot anything or even actually had a barrels on anything, because everything we've shot, everything we've seen has not had a backstop. You'd think it'd be perfect, all these little hills and valleys, and the game aren't daft, you know, they know what they're doing. And that old stag then just led that group out of there, just went along that ridge along the top, down and then back and across the road, gone. Bloody frustrated. I just couldn't find a place where there was a backstop or I could actually see an individual animal. But anyway, we'll go back and we'll talk about it in front of the fire. And certainly my colleagues have had some success, so it'll be interesting to see what's on the plateau, the tableau at the end of the day. That's it. They're coming to fetch us, Dan. Let's go. Yeah, how have you got on today?
Pretty good. Had a fantastic day. How about you?
Yeah, I've been not in the hot spot. We haven't had a shot, but we've seen game, and it's just been a story of no backdrop and thick cover, unfortunately. But you had a couple on the first drive.
Yeah, but that's the story of a driven hunt. Yeah. People assume that it's just this pandemonium and animals blasting by all the time and shot after shot, but sometimes it doesn't work that way.
There's a lot of boxes to tick before you pull the trigger.
Yeah, safety being one of them, sexing, aging, all that.
Species, exactly that.
And you got to try to do it this fast. And when you're American, it's not easy.
Yeah, I know. But how nice for your friend Mark to shoot his first fallow deer.
Yeah, that's
great,
right.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
it's been very well organised.
And he got his first red today too.
Did he?
Yeah. So
that's done well. He'll be first to the bar later.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But, no, it's been really well organised. I've never hunted in Sweden before. I don't know if you have. But,
no, I haven't. Nowhere it's getting there yet.
Very well organised. Great beaters, good dogs, and we've had a really good time. And we've got another day tomorrow, which we're looking forward to.
And some stereotypical Nordic weather, right?
Oh my God, yeah. They said it's the first time the whole of Sweden has been covered in snow for 20 years. So,
really?
Yeah.
Well, they brought out the white blanket just for us.
I'll take this every day. I love it. Plus I get to see more then.
Yeah. Well, it's been good to hunt with you already, so we've got another day left.
I know, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So the day's come to an end and we've all come back and they've collected the game in. They've put a piece of each species out and lit a fire as a kind of tribute to the game hunt that we've had. It's been a very well organised day. The temperature's really dropped now. You can probably see in the background how snowy it is. It's still snowing now. But it's a really good, upbeat, positive atmosphere amongst the beating team and the guys that are out here hunting with us. Everybody's intermixing. It's just how hunting should be. Really lovely. And yeah, so today's done, and tomorrow's another day. €2,500 each if you shoot roe deer on a trip.
There could be more people in the forest.
Running fox, not my strongest part. A group of about 8 wild boar came out in the forest opposite us.